These are just some of the comments that she's reading on one particular post.
I'm confused on why you would spend $10,000 and more to kill animals we should be protecting. That's called ignorance. Do you want to be shot in the head with an arrow? Didn't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Side Boobs and Side Hustles. I'm Brittany Farris.
And I'm Shelby Myers.
We're back at it again.
Back at it again with the podcast.
Sharing our knowledge, sharing our jokes, sharing our journeys.
Woohoo.
While drinking.
What is this? Fruit Bomb Sangria. Shout out to Grace Hill Winery.
It's my favorite.
It's so good.
It is so refreshing.
I love them.
It's getting into the summer days, so some good sangria is what it's about. So before we dive into chit-chatting with each other about all the things, let's start with high-key, low-key. Was that too much?
No, it was perfect. It was beautiful.
Thank you. You go first.
Me? Okay. My high key is that Tyler and I bought a house and we move in 25 days,
Yay.
people.
Yeah.
25 days we close and it's all ours. It's our baby. My low, seasonal depression, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's like getting warmer and getting sunnier outside, but shit, this winter was rough on me and I was so busy and I'm still busy and I'm overwhelmed with everything I'm doing and it's getting to me a little bit.
It's tough. I think it was rough on everyone this year.
Yeah, it wasn't good to me.
I heard, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, it does have something to do with that, but I heard that Kansas was thinking about getting rid of the time change.
I heard that too,
which
actually
would be great. Not to get dark as early. I think that has a lot to do with the seasonal depression, like it being
I do too.
So dark so early.
I think they should get rid of it.
That would be awesome.
What's your high and low?
So my high is that I lost almost 10 pounds
woo, woo!
in the last couple of weeks due to stress.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah.
Blessing in disguise. My low, I don't remember what my low was.
Your low.
Oh. My low is that I just bought a $130 ring light, even though I am a broke bitch right now because COVID-19 is taking away all of my money and I'm still here buying all the things that I do not need.
The ring light was supposed to be for the podcast to help us market better, just with lighting and stuff like that. It's just all around better. And there was a cheaper option, but Best Buy did not have that option today.
Nope.
So she had to spend an extra like $80
Yep.
on a bigger ring light. But the bigger, the better.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. It'll pay for itself, hopefully. Yeah, but I could have used that money for like bills.
Necessities, but it's okay.
Food.
This quarantine is,
It's okay. We're living our best lives.
Yes. So today we're going to kind of ask Brittany some questions about what she does. Let's get right into it.
I'm nervous.
So you hunt. You're a hunter.
I am.
You hunt just about anything. Do you do waterfowl?
Mm-hmm.
She has waterfowl. She does big game.
All the things.
All the things when it comes to hunting. So how did you get started with hunting? I think a lot of people are like interested in this and kind of want to know.
Yeah. So my ex is the one that originally took me hunting. My family didn't hunt. We weren't into that at all. I mean, some of my extended family, I guess I remember like them killing deer and then being hung up in the garage or whatever, but not my immediate family by any means.
Gotcha. So he kind of introduced you to it.
Yeah. So we went a few times and I just liked being outdoors. And it just made me feel at peace. And
I think that's why most people like hunting is because you get to sit out there in the quietness and watch sunrises and sunsets. And it's not all about just
it's not about the
killing.
Kill. No, it's not. And it kind of turned into me wanting to go more than him. And I think that got annoying. He probably thought that I was like taking over his hobby, which
you kind of
did.
You
but he
did,
wasn't
but
really that
in a
into
bigger
it.
aspect, I think. You did more things with it.
Yeah. he wasn't that into it. Like, I had to beg him to go out. It was that level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay. So what all do you hunt? Waterfowl?
Yeah, waterfowl, deer, turkey, big game.
What big game?
Africa.
Oh.
African species.
Very big game.
Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable about trophy hunting. This was the first year that I have participated. So I went to Africa with my friend Kendall. Kendall Jones. You might know her from headlines. She was on the news about 4 years ago as the cheerleader that killed the lion.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So essentially she got a bunch of hate for killing a lion, being a cheerleader, whatever. That we can talk about that later. She'll talk about it if she ever comes on.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I went to Africa and she invited me to film for her. And then in exchange, like, my travel was paid for. And then I also got to hunt as well.
What did you hunt?
I killed a zebra and an impala.
And how did you feel about that? Was it exciting? Was it weird because you'd never hunted that before?
It was different. It's different over there for sure. I don't know how to explain it. Hunting is crucial over there, and
especially with those type of animals and wildlife.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of hunting, and I know why a lot of people are like, oh, it's trophy hunting, like you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars to do it. But yeah, those thousands and thousands of dollars are what are keeping the animals alive. That's what's like fueling their economy.
Yeah,
like it has to be done. And
a lot of people just don't understand. They can't wrap their head around it.
No, they think it's poaching. They think everybody over there is just poaching, which is not what is happening. People are doing that, but that is not what us as hunters are over there doing.
No. I think hunters care more about these animals than just people out there who's bashing.
Yeah. So
like it's like more of like they take it to heart when they with the kill and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's weird how I feel like people are a lot more sentimental with African species than here.
Yeah.
Like people will judge you for killing a zebra but not for killing a deer as hard.
Yeah.
It's very
But
weird
it's all like population control.
Yeah. Yeah. Also. You have to. I mean,
could you imagine if there were no hunters in Africa or even here in the United States?
I did the math one time and I wish I like had it written down, but if nobody killed a deer for an entire year, like I looked at the numbers to see how many were killed in a year.
Yeah.
So I did the numbers and then like did how many like they would reproduce, how many babies they would have, and it was like we'd have like hundreds of thousands more deer running around, like the car wrecks that would happen, like
oh my god, yeah.
It's just people don't understand both sides of it at all, and I don't think that they try to understand it.
Yeah, they just see pictures of people posing with animals and there's blood all over, and that's all they see, and that's all they care to see.
Yeah, they're not open-minded at all.
Okay. So you do a lot of like marketing and advertising for big brands like Cabela's.
Yeah, so kind of going back right towards the end of college, I don't really know how I came to this opportunity, but I saw a girl that was hiring. She was looking for somebody to film her hunts. Okay. And I reached out, and I think because I was a girl and I was super new into hunting, she thought it would be neat to like take me under her wing and show me all the things. She was already like kind of established. She had a TV show or was trying to like get it onto the networks. But she went to...
Who is this? Where's she from?
Her name is Kelsey. She lives Oklahoma. I can't think of it down. She lives down there.
I put you on the spot.
Yeah. Well, she got remarried, so I don't know her last name anymore.
Okay.
But so she was already going to like SHOT Show, ATA. She was already like into the whole sponsorship thing, and it just kind of opened a whole world to me of I didn't know that existed. Like, who knew? Yeah, that people were going to these shows, getting sponsors, getting free stuff.
Is it like Midwest Hunt Fest?
That is one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's that, but in Vegas, so there's like
on crack
millions of people there. Yeah, it's crazy.
That'd be so fun.
So when I worked with her, I went to that and I just kind of saw the opportunity.
Okay.
down the road, her and I kind of had some disagreements, and I just told her that I couldn't work with her anymore. It also was really hard. I was working for free, and I was driving to Oklahoma multiple times a week, and that's just not realistic.
It's not when you like have built yourself up also.
Yeah, and she kind of, I didn't know anything about the industry, so I just believed everything she said, and she kind of told me that like as a videographer, photographer in the industry, you can never make any money. And to me, I was like, meh.
Actually,
I think that was just her trying not to pay me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I told her I was done and I was just going to pursue my own things. And as soon as I did that, again, all the opportunities just came to me. People started reaching out to me.
Good.
Just using people's stuff and posting and tagging them can get you a long way.
Social media is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I think.
So I made a list of companies that I wanted to work for, but I wanted everything to be natural. I didn't really want to push. I didn't want to ask because I was too proud. Now I'm not. I will reach out to people now, but then I was like, no, I need people to come to me.
Yeah.
So on my list, I had put Cabela's and Bass Pro, and a month later, I went to ATA, which is archery trade show. And I was just walking around, and all of a sudden I get a message on my phone, and it's on Instagram, and it's Cabela's had already followed me a few months before, which I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So then I get a message from them, and I'm like, oh my God, what?
Mama, I made it.
What? So like here we are at this where everybody goes to meetings at these things too. This is where you like meet with the brands, and I didn't have any meetings because like I'm not really anybody at this point.
Yeah.
So I get a message from them, and they're like, hey, like we really like your page. We like what you're doing. We'd like to work with you. Like, what's your email? I was like, okay. So I gave them my email. And then I think it was the next day. They're like, hey, what's your number? We want to set up a call. And I was like, okay.
Ooh.
Scary.
That is really scary.
What do I do?
They're a big company.
Yeah. And so obviously I sat there for days, like prepping what I'm going to say. Like, I'm assuming it's like an interview. Like,
yeah.
like,
you don't really know.
What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I have to
say? And how do you prep yourself for that?
Exactly. You don't know. So I get on the phone with them, and it's not an interview at all. They're like, hey, we would love to work with you. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to give you this stuff. This is all we expect of you. It's very chill. So I worried for nothing because they had already made up their mind.
Oh, God. That would have been nice for them to tell you.
So I don't know. I work with a lot of brands. Just they send me stuff. I do pictures, content, promote them. And then I also work for individuals, filming their hunts, doing pictures of their hunts, or they need content to send to their brand, so I'll do their content for them, and then they just like send it off. A frequent question that I do get from a lot of my followers and my messages is like, how do you do it?
I was going to ask you that.
And there's just not an answer. Like it seems like this easy thing, and I think that
it's not in just steps that everybody can follow.
No, there's not like a guide, and I always tell people like you just have to be raw and be real and be yourself and do your stuff a little bit different. Like everybody is out there posting hunting pictures, but the reason that Cabela's liked me is because I wasn't just posting hunting pictures. Like they saw
a lifestyle,
who I was as a person. If you're posting hunting pictures every single day, like that's not real. That you are not outdoors every single day. You have other things going on in your life, and a lot of the brands are lifestyle brands. Like they
not
have
even
families.
Just hunting, just in general too.
Yeah, like anything else. Like I think that that's the biggest key. Not being over salesy. Sometimes you do have to be salesy with your stuff, but use your brands that
don't
you
try
like.
too hard.
Yeah.
Don't make a picture that you're not. Like, don't make a lifestyle that you don't have.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself.
Just use brands that you use. And this is in any aspect of your life. Like, I work with boutiques and stuff now, too. Like, use their stuff, wear it, tag them, shout them out in a natural way.
Yeah. And you want to make sure that it's brands and businesses that you actually like and that you want to support. Not just like anybody and everybody that you can possibly get. You want to try to incorporate them into your life because for sponsoring, it is like You do like their stuff. You can't just
I would say in the beginning I was like, oh my god, everybody's talking to me, I'm gonna do all this, and it became overwhelming, and a lot of my posts were just like, here's this product, and I'm like, I don't even use that product.
And a lot of times like the companies and the sponsors can tell like if it's just a random picture posted versus if it's something that's built into your lifestyle that you would use on a daily basis, and that's the difference. They will keep sending you stuff if it's something true to you that you actually use.
And although in the beginning I was afraid to reach out to brands, I think people should reach out to a brand if you want to work with them. Like a lot of them have application things on their websites now. I can't think of any.
A lot
of
people
top of my head,
have like ambassadors also.
And
if it's something that you do like and it's a company you do want to work with, you like all their core values, you share the same thoughts and feelings, then reach out to them.
And you're not always going to make money in the beginning, but you can.
Probably won't in the beginning.
No. And that's one of the biggest issues with like social influencing is there are so many people that are willing to work for free that it's hard to get money from companies because they're like, oh, I'll just send it to the other person because you'll
get a lot of free stuff, but it's not an income driven thing.
If you want to make money, you have to tell them that you want to make money. So
all right. So with hunting, you went to Africa. Have you gone anywhere else? I know that you were going to go to New Zealand before this whole thing started. You go to Texas a lot. Oklahoma.
I've been to like New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. I think those are
so do you meet like do you know like different hunters and then you go and go hunt with them? Like, you know, somebody in Arkansas and you go hunt with her all the time, and you go to Kendall in Texas. Like, how did you get started on that? Like, are these just people who you knew beforehand, or did you just meet them along the way?
I would say all of my friends are Instagram friends. Everybody. I don't know, when you get into something, people start commenting on your stuff and you notice them.
You start making connections.
And then they invite you to do stuff. I reach out to people all the time. I'm like, hey, maybe we should do this. Like, let's just go do this. Let's go hunt here. Or are you going on a trip? Maybe I'll come along and do some content for you. And maybe I get a hunt too. Like, I just, I do a lot of trading when it comes to that.
I think, I think a lot of entrepreneurs in our industry.
I mean, the travel is enough in itself. Only recently did I really start making money and charging people for the work that I'm doing, because I still am putting a lot of time in it, because I still have to come home and edit everything. So
on top of everything else you have going on too.
So I did spend years just traveling and be like, well, I'll take a free hunt out of it or whatever. Where's your favorite place that you've been so far? Africa.
Of course.
I know. Africa was so beautiful. Cool. We were so this year I also was supposed to go to Mexico, and that got canceled. We were going to mule deer hunt there, and somebody got sick, and there was a lot of craziness going on in that part of Mexico at the time, so it wasn't really safe for us to go by ourselves. So that sucked.
Maybe in the future.
And then we were supposed to go to New Zealand to red stag hunt. We're supposed to be there now, and we are not, but we will maybe reschedule for next year. I don't know.
I hope. That would have been so fun.
I would like to go to Alaska. I want to go everywhere. I'll take every opportunity that comes to me.
Gotcha. So with the hunting and social influencing thing, you have a lot of followers on Instagram. You do a lot of content for hunting, for weddings, boutiques. You just have like a lifestyle brand that you've kind of built. How did you go from it just being like a personal account to like a lifestyle influencing account?
So like when I merged my accounts?
When you merged, just like in general, I guess you did have both accounts, but even with just both accounts, like
when I first started doing hunting, I was definitely under the impression that I could only post hunting stuff. And I'm telling people this now, because don't do that.
If she tells you not to do it, it's because she's did it before and it didn't work.
Don't do it. It's looks stupid. But so I had all hunting stuff, and then I started my video business. So I had a separate page for that, and I ran into an issue of like, okay, I can only post my hunting pictures here, and I can only post my wedding stuff here, and there's nowhere for me to post me. So once I realized that the hunting stuff was actually more successful when I was posting pictures of my everyday life, or people were actually interested in me as a person, that's when I decided to merge my accounts. So before, my brand was She Hunts Kansas, and people know me by that.
Yeah.
People will approach me and call me that.
It's like your legal name, I feel.
They don't know my name.
Yeah.
People do not know. When I go to shows, people are like, are you She Hunts Kansas? And I'm like, my name's Brittany. But yes. Hi. And it was hard for me to decide to do that because the branding was very good and people did respond well. Mm-hmm. But people have to be able to find my business name, which is Roaming Reverie. So I merged them. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll do that forever. I don't know. I'm never just going to have a hunting page.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I just need a video page again. I don't know.
Okay. I gotcha.
You tell me. What do I need?
I think you should just have one page.
Yeah.
Because it's all just right there. It's all like cohesive in one big giant brand.
Yeah. It's hard to run so many different pages and them be successful.
And it's so much effort and it's very time consuming. So with being a social influencer, how busy are you on all your social media pages? Does it like run your life? Do you try to prioritize your time? How do you think it is?
It's stupid time consuming. I wish I was better at having days and times where I only did that. Like Mondays from this time to this time, I'll do comments and messages. Tuesday, this time to this time, I'll do, but I'm not. It's a 24/7 job.
Yeah.
I mean, coming up with the ideas. Posting one picture takes so long.
It takes so long to edit the picture and make it look cohesive with your page, and then coming up with a caption. You have to tag everybody in it, and then you have to like put hashtags in it, and it takes like 10 minutes per picture, I swear.
It takes me way longer. It takes me probably 30 minutes.
Yeah, like I have 2 Instagram pages. I have the wedding photography page, and then I have my personal page, and that alone is just between the comments, the likes, the messages I have to keep up with. It's horrible.
And being engaged, a big thing is going to other people's stuff and commenting and interacting with if you're not doing that, then you're probably not growing very fast. And if you're wondering why you're not growing fast, it's because you're not.
One of the key elements is commenting, liking, messaging, replying to Instagram stories of like other people, because the more that you respond to their stuff, the more you show up on their homepage.
Even stories just take so long. It's a job. And one of my things this year is that I wanted to not be on my phone as much, but after I thought about it, I was like, it's my job to be on my phone. I probably should be on it
90% of our job is on our phone.
Yeah. If I want to be successful, I probably need to be doing it more.
Yeah.
Just more intentionally and not just looking at memes, which I have a habit of doing.
Facebook videos.
But people like my memes when I share them.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Gotcha. So what would you say like pros and cons are with not necessarily having like an Instagram or like social media, but for like social influencing with your Instagram account being so big and having so many followers? Do you feel like you are stressed about it? Like, are there pros? Are there cons? Or is there anything?
I would say pros is I have been able to do crazy. I mean, I have experienced so many things already in life. It opens up so many opportunities. I've met a ton of people because of it. Some of my best friends are via Instagram. It's my job now. I'm making money. I get free product. People reach out to me all the time with new things that they want to do, and I do turn people down. I have to. There's just too much. There's too much. Cons, your whole life is online. It's kind of a con.
Yeah.
Like I live
and it's just being
online.
Time consuming.
Yeah, it takes time. A lot of people don't think it's a real job. And it is. I feel like a lot of people judge it. People don't think that social influencing is a job, but if you're making money and
you got to the point where you're making money, then you deserve it.
Yeah. But I think there's a lot of judgment when it comes to being an influencer of any kind. I think it's very scoffed at. I don't think people take it seriously, which is fine. I mean, I like having a creative job where I get to make stuff, so I'm going to keep doing it. But that's just me. Other cons. There's a lot of hate out there, especially in the hunting industry, getting death threats and just negative comments.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just something that will never go away, which sucks. And a lot of people just don't understand where hunters are coming from.
Yeah, and
it's not about the kill.
No, the comments are crazy. I mean, to think that you're better than me when you're saying the things that you say.
Yeah.
No.
With like the death threats and the bad comments and everything, there's a lot of like cyberbullying that goes on. Do you remember like things that people have said to you or like Kindle 4 years ago?
A lot of people just say like, go kill yourself. Are you going to kill your dog too? I hope you die. I'm going to pull some up because they're way more creative than me. I do remember, so when we went to Africa, we also went to a school to donate some meat, and we took a suitcase over there full of like school supplies and like candy and that kind of stuff to give to the kids. And I had posted a picture of that after posting some of the kill pictures like with the animals. And I remember a couple comments on that picture with all the kids and people being like, are you gonna kill them too? Like,
God,
no,
damn.
I am over here
dumb.
giving them food in school supply. Like,
yeah,
I just don't. I can't wrap my head around it. But some of them, the comments get pretty graphic. I can't think of them off the top of my head. And it's way better if you read them because they get into it. I know my phone won't load. People are like, shame on you. Don't you worry. You will pay for this and you will remember why when it happens to you.
Damn.
This is so sick. How can you admire someone that just killed an innocent animal? You guys are sick. You're so heartless. It's insane. Bitch. Fucking disgusting. Something in a different language. This is so fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed.
These are just some of the comments that she's reading on one particular post.
I'm confused on why you would spend $10,000 and more to kill animals we should be protecting. That's called ignorance. Do you want to be shot in the head with an arrow? Didn't think so.
Oh my gosh.
There's lots of different language ones.
This is something that like all hunters get. It doesn't even have to be trophy hunting or big game hunting. It can be waterfowl. It can be.
Yeah. I would say this definitely triggered more for me. And then if I posted any other kind of hunting after is when I started seeing backlash on kind of everything.
Yeah.
Before my Africa trip, I only got it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one post on my Facebook get really big. I ended up deleting it. I mean, it probably had thousands of comments on it.
God.
And I never replied to it. Luckily, like all my followers saw that it was happening, so they were kind of like going at it with these people, and I just watched it. And then I was like,
it's like the best thing to do.
I was like,
they're never gonna understand, so
no.
it's not even like worth the time.
You're ugly inside out. You're mentally disturbed and do this for attention. Sick people are such a waste of space on this earth. You're both pathetic.
So they obviously don't like big game hunting or any hunting of any kind, which is crazy to me because hunters.
We're the biggest conservatives that exist.
Yeah.
All the money that we put into like our tags and licenses is what's going back.
Hunters donate more money to any kind of fund that deals with conservation, just anything. Hunters are the ones that give back the most out of anybody.
Yeah. And most of the people that are complaining, I'm like, have you ever donated a doll? Like, what have you done?
Yeah. What have you done for these animals?
You haven't done a thing. You haven't given a single dollar to anything.
Yeah.
So it's just very hypocritical of people to hate.
Mm-hmm.
If you are going to trophy hunt, backlash
Backlash is one of the top things that's going to happen.
Yeah, and I knew this as well. I knew that my zebra, I had seen a lot of people post zebras before and them get hammered. And so when I shot my zebra, I didn't post it for a long time because I was like, is it worth it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't take offense to anything, so I don't really care, but I just didn't know if it was worth even like the energy that was going to be like brought on to it.
At least your page would get more views.
Yeah, and that's what I was like, what do they say? Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Even if it's bad.
Yeah. Bad publicity is still, at that point I was like, it's going to bring my engagement up, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But
if you do have any questions for Brittany or how to get into hunting, if it's something that you're interested in or just social media in general, feel free to like message us on Instagram, or you can email us at Side Boobs and Side Hustles. And we can kind of, at Gmail, but we can kind of give you our little tips and tricks on what we've done that have worked for us personally, and they could work for you too.
Yeah, I'm an open book, and I will always give any advice that I can.
Brittany loves advice. She loves giving it.
I love helping people. I think there's room in the world for everybody to grow and do what they want, and I'm not here to like hog this knowledge.
Yeah.
If you want to do what I'm doing, then amazing. Love it.
Maybe someday you guys can do it together.
Yeah, we can hang out. We can be friends. We can hunt.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
All righty. I think that's all we have for you guys today.
Yeah.
Again, like if you have any questions about any of this, just message us or email us. We'd love to help you guys out. We're here for you, bitches.
Yes. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at sideboobs.sidehustles.
I always forget the dot.
I know. Should we tell them our personal Instagrams too?
Yeah. Okay. Mine's probably Shelbs.
Do you have any symbols in yours?
No. Just probably Shelbs, and then Hound and Honey Photo is my photography page.
Okay. And mine is at Roaming Reverie. And that's it.
It's so weird and awkward to close, you guys. You guys don't understand.
Yeah,
we're just like staring at each other like we don't really know
we don't want to say bye.
I know.
So
we just want to keep talking because that's what we do best. So
yeah. Listen to our next episode. Tell your friends. Send us emails.
Tell your kids. Tell your wives.
And wash your hands.
And wash your fucking hands.